Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a 06 Avalanche, and it's got a large dent. It was actually a crash damage. It was backed into by something, and it made I'd say a double dent, but honestly if you look in close it's almost like a triple, because this top dent right here has two parts to it and it has a big crown. I've been tapping on this crown a little bit, got it nice and warm, tapped it on down a little bit. So I wanted to give you guys a preview before I started really working on this one, because it's going to be a big dent. It's going to be an all-dayer. Let me give you a tighter angle on that. You can see those crowns are really tight right here and a little bit back here. There's even a brow back here that's kind of tight. So what I'm going to do is get it really warm, tap these brows for about a half an hour, and then come back and show you our first two pulls. Maybe even, I might even stick 3 tabs down and give it the old pop, 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 and see what we can do with this dent today. So check back with you in a sec. All right guys, I thought I'd bring you in for a little bit of this brow work because it's getting kind of intricate. It's a little tight. I mean, it was really tight. It's a lot less now. It's a larger, wider dent. Sorry about the background noise. I'm heating it up, getting it to about 110 degrees. And then I'll show you what we do here. Basically, I've been taking the jackhammer and finding this tightest spot. And you can't be afraid to really hit it. I mean, it sounds like you're hitting a nail. Hear that sound? It's all in the sound pitch, guys. And I'm right on the hardest spot. I'm almost looking through the back white line on that board. And you can hear the difference in sound pitch as opposed to from right here as opposed to down here. Sounds totally different. This well, it's actually a little bit more tony because I've been pounding on it a while. It was just like a solid. I was hitting a piece of lead right there. So I thought I'd bring in for a little bit of this stuff, where we're getting some of the meat out of that brow. And then I got the glue gun warm, and I'm just gonna make a couple of pulls. I'm thinking the first one is gonna be right here, right in the biggest, toughest spot, and a second one of a similar tab is gonna be right next to it, right there. We want to get the meat of that thing out, and since we're here, we might as well put a big football down here. Lots of glue, 3 clicks, well, 2 1/4 clicks on that one. Letting it tack just a little bit because it's kind of warm. I'm gonna put it right in the center, and I pushed it in kind of hard. I mean, it's a huge dent. We want to do what we can. Let that get down to about, it's almost there, guys. Let's get the glove on. And the reason why I always use the glove with the slide hammer is because snap, if you catch your hand right there, it's ow right there for about a week. So that is a tough blister that I have encountered. But I know that brow isn't completely tapped down, but I wasn't going to smash it super hard. I'm going to come right from here and just give it a nice little yank. Maybe it wasn't a clean tab. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't good timing, but it's also a very large dent. Okay. It's going to take probably 100 pulls. Let's go down here to this big one. And I'm just kind of tugging it. Let's go on the top of it. Looks like I want to get more of the top out. Now that one's moving. Let me come from the side here so I can see how much it's moving. Yeah, and I'm going to stop. Give it a little bit of ISO. Yeah, that actually did some work. Pretty impressed with the way that worked. And the glue is a patience thing, guys. Just wait for that ISO to work. You know, don't try to super yank it off. The alcohol is what takes the glue off, not strength. And you always want it to be nice and clean on the tab. That's just a little bit of the intricacies of some of the glue pulling techniques, some of the brow work techniques. We try to give you guys the reels here at PDR, as much unedited as possible. I mean, when we clipped the first time, I basically just sat here and tapped for 20 minutes on that same spot that I brought you guys back on right there. But now we'll see how much that moved it. A little bit piece of glue there that stayed. Good, got it off. Wow. Yeah, that moved. So I think we're gonna make one more pull right now. Before I do, get it nice and warm. Let's see what we got. Okay, guys, as far as first pull, we went from that down to here. And like I said, we're probably gonna make easily 35, maybe 50 pulls, could even be 100 pulls, but I hope not. And always, if need be, get that little piece of glue off there. If need be, I can take out this tail light and just come in here with a large tool, Bertha or Grandpa, and tool out the last little bits. So let's see, I think I got it up to about 80, 90. Not hot at all. Not even hot enough to melt the glue. Let's make one more pull. Let's get the meat of that big one out now. The top one, right here, along this line. And I'm gonna do the same right here from the top of that other one, because these little blue tabs seem to be working real well. These are a Keiko tab. And the glue is called Black Plague. So I know I want to give it its full 45 seconds. So we hit the vap like Wifey just did. Vapping on some gummy bear. And no, not a sponsored video. Let's get the glove on. And at this point, I'd say I sure do appreciate y'all clicking on this video. If you would, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. Let's make a pull on this top one. So I'm really anxious to see what this is going to look like. This, guys, come around from this side. The reason why I spin the foot around is wherever that foot is going to be where you're going to get the most pull. So now I want to be on this side, the side closest to you, and kind of pull it this way. I think it was actually backed into at this direction. I mean, I know it was a 90-degree hit, so I'm trying to pull straight out. And that might, yeah, that might be all we want to pull on that one. Let's go like this. Give this one a nice yank. Give it a little more. It is up on that brow. That one moved. And I'm kind of anxious to see what this looks like. This one, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it might be a few parts. Obviously, this is going to be a large, long dent that we're going to do. And with that 91% alcohol, this glue just comes right off. Yeah, it's 10-year-old paint, but it's factory paint. And if you guys can see, it's not quite black. It's kind of like midnight charcoal. So, wow. That moves some metal, guys. I'd say after the first couple of pulls and couple of taps, I'd say the first hour in, we're about 40% into this dent. Come back in a bit and show you some more. Okay, guys, we just cleaned it up a little bit. I kind of want to make a couple of these slab happies right here. But I think, I mean, after making those first couple of pulls, I really want to pull again. I mean, I just want to make sure that the brow is out before I do. And please excuse the background noise. But yeah, let's make another pull because I want to move some more metal. And we just made a decision that we'll probably make this the initial video, and then we'll make the finish work the final video. I've got a little piece of glue right there. Let me get it off. You guys know how I am with patience. I will not let a little piece of glue ruin my pull. But a trick, if there is just a little ornery piece of glue, you can stick the nozzle of your glue gun on it and reheat it, and then start from there so all your glue's hot. And just pretty much like glue again. And then I drop it right in there. Those two little areas. Let's do another one around here since we got the time. Actually, I just dropped one of my tabs, so I'll find it. There it is. And I have a great angle, so it is kind of tight right here, but I'm just gonna drop a tab in anyway, try to move some of that metal out. It's getting kind of cold, so I better get quick on it's not a warm day today, fairly chilly. In Celsius, about what, 60? I don't know. There we go. That was a good pull. And then this one right here, same thing. Should come off on the 6th pull, about the same timing. And I don't want to yank too hard. I mean, once I've yanked it that hard, that's moved a little too. Let's give it another good pull. There we go. That's what I wanted. You guys saw the whole truck move that time. And I didn't want to do that to the top one, so let's just spray, spray, spray. Give that some time. Give that a nice pull. And this stuff will come off just nice. And I think what I'm going to do before I make any more pulls is tap down these brow skis, and got to do some critical brow work on this one. That's what's going to make this whole dent shine, is none of these weird wavy pinched brows or weird lines coming through it. Obviously no push marks yet because no pushing has been made. If we could actually do this whole one with glue pulling, that would be simply amazing. But I've always been old school, and a dent this size I could get behind with a tool and pretty much tool out in about an hour and make it look great. But that stuff is starting to look nice already. Wow. Yeah, this is we'll call this one part 1. I sure do appreciate you guys sticking with me through this part of the glue pulling process and some of the brow work. We'll come back in the next video and show you the final result. But in the meantime, I'll just say the thing with the background noise. This has been PDR, and I'm out. Peace.